Hey gamers, Fledset here. In this video, I'll explain how the Roblox Bayside High School Mega Token Challenge was solved. Not the exact steps, you probably already know those from other YouTube guides, but the logic behind each puzzle, step by step. I've seen a lot of players complaining that this challenge had no logic, that it was just a bunch of random steps, and that the first players who solved it must have had insider info. But actually, it was exactly the opposite. Every single step had a purpose, and honestly, solving it wasn't as hard as it might have seemed. Personally, I think this was one of the coolest games from the Roblox Mega Hunt event. It had everything a great egg hunt challenge should have, testing both your intellect and your skills. At this point, the hunt event is over. But if you're curious about how this challenge was solved, or if you just don't like blindly following steps without understanding why, then make sure to watch this video until the end. Let's dive in. But first, let me show you the clue that hinted Bayside High School was the next Mega Token game. It was hidden in the Hunt Beam zone. A screen displayed the phrase, "I'm so excited," and the style of the text clearly pointed toward Bayside High School. All right, let's move into the game. Since we're solving puzzles at the high school, the first thing you'll probably want to do is talk to the principal, right? Just like we did back in Metro Life. So let's head to the principal's office. But when you get there, the principal isn't around. Instead, there's just a tripod-mounted camera pointing at something. At first glance, it looks like there's nothing interesting to see. But when you use that same camera, boom! The first challenge starts. Suddenly, you can see some kind of secret bunker. So, you went to check it out, and the bunker door was locked with 4 red bulbs above. I already had them green since I had solved it, but they were red at the start. There were also visible hints suggesting that 4 puzzles needed to be solved. Each one was clearly linked to a specific classroom: science, history, music, and math. So the next step was to explore those rooms. Okay, let's go to the science classroom. Check out the whiteboard and click through to see the other images. One of them shows a chemical formula. The hexagon in the middle looks like the mega token. So yeah, this was clearly another hint. And that chemical formula was caffeine. So the next step was to find and grab a cup of coffee. Once you drank it, a message popped up and a black light appeared. You used it and noticed a hidden sun symbol on the table, so this had to be another clue. After checking out the area around the school, you'd find a playground with the same sun symbol on the ground. So you used the black light again, and just like that, it revealed another hidden sign. This time, it was the Egyptian symbol Ankh, another solid clue. So, you head to the history classroom. Click through the whiteboard until you see the Egyptian symbols. You'll spot the same Ankh symbol we saw earlier. So yep, we're in the right place. Then, use the black light again, and another hidden image appears. This time, it shows a balloon, and most likely silver bars, on the periodic table of elements, all on a sign held by a hand. All right, let's go back to the science room and check the periodic table. The balloon is filled with helium, He, which has the atomic number 2. Silver, or argentum, is 47. So let's try putting that on the sign. 2 and 47. That unlocks the next puzzle. And by the way, after solving each puzzle, one of the bulbs above the bunker entrance always turns green. The third puzzle was in the music classroom. If you checked the room thoroughly, you'd find that the only interactable item that could solve it was the piano with letters on the keys. So, it was clear we needed to play or spell something to solve the puzzle. Up to this point, the Ankh symbol we found earlier hadn't been used yet, so that became the main focus. In Egyptian mythology, the Ankh symbol represents many aspects of life: physical life, eternal life, death, immortality, and resurrection. On the whiteboard, there was also a scarab, which symbolizes resurrection and the cycle of life, along with a pharaoh and other related symbols. This collection of imagery, combined with the Ankh, strongly points toward the concept of mortality and the afterlife. So after a bit of trial and error, you could figure out that dead was the solution, and that cracked the third puzzle. Okay, the last puzzle, math. So check the room, check the whiteboard, and also check the PC. On the monitor, you'll find an image of a pizza, spelled with pie, like pizza. So let's go get a pizza. You'd find a pizzeria nearby. Order the pizza and bring it back to the classroom. Now, what to do with it? It might take a bit to figure out, but eventually you'd notice a calculator on one of the tables displaying the number 3.14, which is the value of the mathematical constant pi. So place the pizza on that table, and there you go. Final puzzle solved and the bunker unlocked. Now you can finally enter the bunker and complete the knowledge part of the challenge. But finishing it is actually the trickiest and most difficult part of the entire riddle. You can search the whole room, talk to the NPC inside, but you won't find any clear clues about what to do next. The hint, however, is hidden in what the NPC tells you. Pay close attention to the last sentence. Failure is not an option. That exact same phrase also appeared earlier in the game, just before the start of the basic token minigame, Crossy Blocks. In that section, there's a room where you're supposed to interact with a phone, but instead of doing that right away, take a moment to look around the room. You'll find a photo frame showing a group of computers and the sentence, "Failure is not an option," with the letters F, A, R, and T capitalized, spelling out fart. There's also a highlighted second PC on the left. And that's exactly what you need to do. Go to the second desk on the left, sit down, and use the fart emote. And that's basically it. After this, you've completed the knowledge part and move on to the skill part of the egg hunt, where you need to defeat the principal. Finish the easy Crossy Blocks level and you'll earn the Mega Token. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Roblox videos. Thanks for watching.